Hey yo, what is up, ladies and germs? Yo, I think it's I don't know when I'm uploading this, but it's probably a few days after the weekend of Infinity Wars, and I had to do a video regarding Infinity Wars. Now, it's not a review. I don't need to review the film. I don't need to flex on y'all my film and cinematic skills and my high level visionary views of my Spielberg and Scorsese swag. We don't need to talk about that, but we do need to talk about Infinity Wars and how amazing it was. I did a longer it's not a review, it's a rant. I did a longer rant about Infinity Wars, and that's, I'm adjusting my lights right now. And that's on iTunes, the Charming and Jay Show. Search for that, and you'll see my rant on Infinity Wars. It wasn't a review by any means. It wasn't a review. So let's get started, man. Infinity Wars, dope, fucking cool movie. Now, I say that by saying that the first time I watched it on a Thursday. The first time I watched it, I did not like it one bit. I hated it. I was pissed off about it. Didn't find it amusing one bit. And that's because I went in with a completely different expectation. I went in thinking this was the end all be all. This was going to end the first saga of them. And then now we're going to see the new kids on the block. But my dumbass wasn't aware that Avengers 4 was already announced, and this was the whole plan all along, that this was part one of a two-part thing. So shame on me for not doing my homework and being oblivious to the world for whatever fucking reason. As I talk to more people, everyone's like, yeah, dude, of course, that's what they said. I don't know how I missed that memo. Probably too busy getting the bag, too busy closing deals, making money, and not sleeping. That's probably what happened. But anyways, man, after that, I started geeking out over it because then we saw some really, really dope shit. We saw really cool partnering up of the different superheroes. Thor and Rocket was dope. Thor and the Guardians, that whole situation was sick. And the comedy in it, and Thor as a character, like, Thor wasn't. Captain America is my least favorite. Iron Man was number one for me as far as the OG Avengers, the founding members. Iron Man was number one. Hulk was number two just because the sheer badassery of what Hulk is. And then Thor was a low three, and then Captain America was a fourth place, right? So Thor for me never was like, he wasn't really, he was cool, but he wasn't great. But the way they've been building this dude up from Thor 1 to Ragnarok to now, I think he's one of my favorite characters now because he's a beast, and we're truly showing him as a god, the god of thunder. And so his stuff with the Guardians wasn't just funny, but you actually got a lot of emotion from him as a character. So that was a huge storyline and a character building for the homie Thor. So that was dope. My favorite pairing, though, that's a really close second. Like, that pairing was dope. Thor, Guardians, all that was really, really dope. But my favorite pairing was definitely Tony, Spidey, and Strange. That by far for me, it was the best. Stark and Strange going back and forth, Alpha versus Alpha. Yup, I like that. Give me that. And then you got the kid in the mix, Spidey, just being Spidey, man, and taking our hearts and being sweet and being just a child. And he's having fun, but he's scared out of his mind too. So it's kind of interesting to see that dynamic, right? But he's playing it like a kid, and he is a kid. So that was sick. A lot of great just kind of banter back and forth between Strange and Stark, and those fight scenes were cool. I probably like that fight scene better than I like the fight scene of Strange, Stark, Spidey, and Guardians against Thanos more than I like the fight of Black Panther, Captain America, Black Widow, Bruce Banner, not Hulk, versus the minions of Thanos, and then eventually trying to fight Thanos. By that point, he was too powerful. You couldn't take him down. I like this other one better. The Strange Guardians and Stark and Spidey. That was cool, and it was dope because it was witty how they were gonna take the glove off of his hand, having everyone, pin him down. You grab him here, we grab him here. You put him to sleep, and we're gonna take the glove off. That's how you beat a motherfucker that you can't beat. You outthink that motherfucker, and that's what I loved about Spidey. Because Spidey, from back in the Disney, he always fought villains that were much stronger than him, but he could outthink them. And that's the wittiness and the cleverness and the smartness of Parker, which they really, really show. And Holland plays it fucking amazing, bro. So that was cool. Thanos was dope. Thanos was a beast. And I was on Twitter earlier, and I started cracking up, bro. So I got into this trending on Twitter and kind of see what's going on, and I hopped into the trending section, and it was so funny how I'm looking at it, and one of the trending topics on Twitter is Avengers fans think Thanos is THICC, and we're talking THICC thick, and this had me cracking up, bro. Like, yeah, people are too much, bro. But it's funny. Thanos is THICC, and then you start seeing all the posts of like, okay, but Thanos really be hella thick, and then they do a gif, and then they got this black chick on here. Now that most of y'all seen #Infinity War, can we please discuss how hot Thanos is, or is it still too early? That's the funniest thing. There was another one where like, they just calling him like Thick Daddy, and my biggest takeaway from the new Avengers is that Thanos is thick. Infinity War spoilers, Thanos is thick. I just saw Shorty tweet that she finds Thanos attractive, and I have questions. Oh, dude, that's the funniest thing, bro. Like, people are thirsty after Thanos, dude, for sure. And he was a beast, man. He was a beast, and I just love people's perversion. That they saw Thanos and just like, okay, yeah, that's Zaddy right there. Oh yeah, he's the most perfect, he's the most powerful being in the on Titan and in the universe, and he's a bad guy. Yeah, but he thick though. Oh, you're gonna kill the whole world? You're gonna destroy the world and end humanity for good? But he's still thick though. That's the thing. All the people thirsty over Thanos being thick. It's like, Thanos is thick, and then so that's like when the girl falls in love with the bad guy. It's like, he thick though. It's like, he's evil, right? He's trying to kill like you and half the population in the universe, right? Yeah, but he thick though. he murdered Gamora's whole family and genocide a whole species. You know that, right? Yeah, but he thick though. He's still thick though. he killed Drex's family, right? He killed Drex's daughter and mom. I mean wife and daughter. It's horrendous. Yeah, he's still thick though. He's still thick though. He can still get it. Thanos can get it. Yeah, I think that's the funny. I love the internet, bro. I think that's the funniest thing that was trending on Twitter was Thanos is still thick though. Yeah, dude. So I did a longer one, man. I think I did a 45 minute one about Infinity Wars on the podcast. Go check out the podcast, man. Go listen to me rant. I was driving, and the nerd in me got in me, and it's like, go check that out. And I saw another trending thing where Ruffalo actually gave out the ending of Infinity Wars like a year ago, but everyone thought he was joking. Turns out it was true. So whatever though. That's it, man. That's it for the Infinity Wars one, man. Because I said a lot on the podcast, like a lot. So I almost feel like I'm repeating myself. I know you guys probably haven't heard it. You probably won't hear it, but I feel like I'm repeating myself. So I don't want to go through that rabbit hole again of emotion. So go check out the podcast at Charming and Jay on iTunes to get the longer version of my Infinity Wars rant. And that's it, man. Thanks for watching. Peace.